The following podcast may contain adult language and an abundance of bat salt. So get ready, nerds, because we're talking Batman Season 1, Episode 1, Hi Diddle Riddle. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us on this episode of the Salty Nerd Podcast. We're talking the original Batman with Adam West, Season 1, Episode 1. I'm joined, as always, by my fantastic panel of nerds. Matt Vader's here. What's up, dude?
I need a sign over my head that says the Vader chair.
I want to punch you in the face and then have Kadish like put pow on the screen.
Wait, bam,
pow. Perfect. Yeah. Judah's also here.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
What is your relationship with Batman? Is this like, have you watched this show before?
I have never watched Batman before.
Okay.
I have only watched Batman because my son was super into Batman for a long time. So all of the stuff that I watched was because of him mostly. Like I've seen the newer movies for older audiences.
Yeah.
But as far as like this stuff, this is from 1966. I had never watched it before until this week.
Cool.
Jude, this was for older audiences.
I was talking about the movies. I meant like it's not for my son.
Yeah.
This is for an older audience?
Wasn't this like primetime TV back in the day?
It was primetime TV.
Yeah.
Whoa. Wild.
60s are weird.
Yeah. Katie's also here. It's your month, too. This is your pick.
Yeah, so this was my pick. And the reason I picked it is because when I was a kid growing up, I loved this show. I would watch it all the time. Whenever it was on, I would just stop flipping the channels and sit there and watch it. This helped kind of cement my love of Batman because I'd been like a comic book fan, but like the goofy campiness of it, it was very like kid friendly and it was fun to watch. And also like there was a lot of cross pollination between that and Scooby-Doo, which was like my favorite cartoon at the time.
Okay. Yeah.
And so like I really loved this version of Batman. And it's kind of interesting because originally this show was meant to be a kind of like Man from U.N.C.L.E. style hour-long primetime drama. And basically the people who were trying to make it into that lost the rights to it, reverted back to DC. And then DC Comics sold the rights to ABC. And ABC then hired a producer named William Dozier. And this guy basically read the comics. He knew nothing about Batman. And he read the comics and he's like, oh, this is a campy comedy. Like we can't make this serious. And so basically his take on Batman was like, I'm going to make it a sitcom without a laugh track. And we're going to go as goofy as possible. Because like that's the only way we can translate the stuff from the comics. And so basically it was originally going to be like an hour-long primetime thing, but ABC jiggered the schedule before like they start shooting. And so they only had like 2 nights of like a half hour of primetime available. So they had to go back and re-edit every episode to cut it into 2 parts. And so it'd be like the first part of the story, which would end on a big cliffhanger, and then the very next night they'd show like the conclusion of the story. And so like you'd have like 2 nights of Batman in a row. And what was funny is like the weird like half-hour format of like ending on a big cliffhanger and then showing up the next day with like the conclusion was actually what made the show like so watchable, because people were like, oh, I want to know how Batman gets out of this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna tune in tomorrow night. Absolutely. I get it. So this is my first introduction to this show. I've only watched this show one other time, and I don't remember if it was like the movie that came out we just talked about with like the shark and the big bomb and stuff like that, or if it was an episode. But I remember being at somebody's house very young. I was probably like maybe 8 or younger, and I remember talking about either Keaton or George Clooney's Batman. I was like, oh yeah, I just saw that Batman movie. I love Batman. And this older guy was like, that's not Batman. Let me show you the real Batman. Yeah. And he flipped on his TV and he went to a channel that was showing this old show. And I remember watching part of the episode and I was like, this is trash. I'm like,
you're like, what is this goofy crap?
I'm like, what is this goofy nonsense?
Well, what's funny is, so like Adam West, like he's become iconic as Batman.
Yeah.
And he was cast because at the time he was doing these commercials that were kind of like a spoof off of James Bond. And he was the only actor that they could find that wouldn't crack up at the jokes because they were, or at the dialogue that Batman had to say. Like he was the only one who could deliver it straight because everyone else was like, this dialogue's shitty. It's so goofy. But Adam West was just like,
he owns it.
Oh yeah.
And that voice of his,
when he dances.
that voice of, oh my God, we'll get there in a minute. Oh, That voice that he has is so freaking iconic. Like listening to it now, I'm like, that's freaking Adam West.
How did no one put together that was Bruce Wayne?
I know. Well, what are we gonna do, Robin?
old chum. And there's some funny bits where like there are some scenes in these episodes about Dick being Bruce's ward that if you take them out of context, they're very creepy.
Tell him we spent the night at my uncle's house.
If Aunt Petunia were to ever find out what you were doing on these fishing trips.
Jesus Christ, I didn't even think about that.
Great.
Oh no, that's terrible. Awful.
Come on, Alex, old chum.
Right you are, Robin. I remember because I grew up on the animated Batman show, which is fucking incredible. Like that show is top tier Batman as far as I'm concerned. And Adam West was a guest star as the Gray Ghost on one of the episodes that Batman meets his hero, the Gray Ghost, and it's Adam West's voice, and it's so freaking cool, man.
There's actually a Batman animated movie where they got Adam West and Burt Ward to reprise their roles as the dynamic duo in context. So like Adam West played Batman, Burt Ward played Robin, but like you can hear how old they are in the cartoon, but like the cartoon itself is actually pretty good.
We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. And we're going to break down this first half of the episode, the exciting start of Batman. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, if you guys want to support what we do here at the podcast, you can go to saltynerd.com/DC and download a mobile game called Dragon Champions on your Android or Apple device. It's a great mobile game that you get to play and collect your heroes, upgrade them, and get yourself into our Salty Nerd Podcast Guild. Don't forget, type in the promo code SALTY to get an extra leg up on the competition, get some extra coins, an extra character, a little bit of a head start, as you would say. And it's a great game. We have an amazing community in our Discord chat. Our Patreon, JT, runs the guild over there, and he's setting up all kinds of fun stuff with those guys. The chat is super active. We've got new promo codes every month that helps you along your way. Advice from some people who've been playing it for a long time. People who are up there in the level 80 area. You guys can jump in there and just climb that ladder over there at saltynerd.com/DC. Don't forget that promo code, SALTY.
Vader's playing it right now.
Vader's, yeah, I'm sure.
He's doing his dailies.
Are you really?
I'm climbing the ladder right now. I'm not even joking.
No, he's not joking. Wow, he's really playing it. Okay, cool. All right, let's take it away with Batman, the first episode. Take it away, Kadish.
All right, Batman 1966, Season 1, Episode 1, entitled Hi Diddle Riddle. You think Gotham City is a peaceful city? Ho, ho, ho. Put your gum under your seats, old chum, because it's time to cheer for Batman and hiss his diabolical enemies. Gotham City's World Fair is bustling as the Republic of Moldavia is hosting a friendship luncheon, as you do, at their woolly mammoth exhibit, Moldavia's greatest national treasure. The Prime Minister of Moldavia, which is the land of charm, by the way, presents a traditional Moldavian friendship cake to the gathered guest, where a lowly Moldavian farmer is shaking hands with Uncle Sam. But gasp! When the Prime Minister goes to cut the cake, it explodes, and a riddle comes floating down in a parachute asking, why is an orange like a bell? The police correctly assume it's a message from the Riddler, that infernal prince of puzzlers who's outsmarted them a dozen times. Knowing they are no match for this criminal mastermind, Commissioner Gordon is forced to consider using the bat phone to contact the only person capable of matching wits with the Riddler, the Cape Crusader himself, Batman.
He's going to have so much fun this month.
You know what?
It's an egregious waste of cake.
You know what I loved about this?
What do you love about it?
We didn't have to go through an origin story. We just go right into it. These villains they're established. They go, oh, what's the infernal Riddler again?
Yeah.
Call the Batman. It's just like,
They didn't give a fuck.
We don't give a shit about
Like, if you're watching this show, you know what's happening.
Yeah.
I love the red phone under a cake plate.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
It's like in the 60s, these showrunners, they go, they know what Batman's story is.
Yeah.
But for some reason, in my generation, we have to like get told how he gets born and created 1,600 times every time there's a new Batman iteration.
Well,
It's
the audience won't understand.
Yeah, I
Vader.
don't know it.
The audience won't understand that this isn't Christian Bale's Batman. We
Yeah,
have to establish it as different.
Understand.
Fucking idiots.
It's like, how come you didn't tell me Batman's origin story? I'm completely lost.
He mentions it in this. And he's like, when my parents were killed by diabolical criminals.
It's 4 seconds.
Yeah, 4 seconds. That's it. Boom, done.
But yeah, that Infernal Riddler gave us a riddle with a parachute out of a blow-up cake. It's so cool.
It did make me wonder, though. I'm like, so is this the very, very first episode?
Yeah.
And was there ever an origin story for Adam West Batman, or was it just like, here he is?
There had been
Was
movies before.
a movie, right? A movie or two movies?
Nope. This was the beginning.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. They really didn't do shit.
The movie came after season 1 because the show became really popular.
Yeah,
Okay.
But then season 2 kind of like went off track and it lost popularity, and it was only 3 seasons. So
Interesting.
They expected people to read the comic books.
Yeah.
And know the shit.
Yeah.
When they watch the
I get
show.
it. All right, cool.
I like it. I appreciate that.
Look at Adam West. What a stud.
He's a stud.
So fun story. I'm gonna segue here. I just got this new channel on our TV, and it plays all horror movies. So I was scrolling through.
Is it Shudder?
No, it's called Halloween Channel.
Oh, okay.
And I was scrolling through, and I saw this movie called, I think it was called Zombie Massacre or something like that. And I clicked on it, and I was like, well, this looks terrible. Starring Adam West,
Really? In a
John
zombie movie?
Micklethor, and Tia Carrere. So I watched the trailer. And that's all I watched. But I was like, amazing. It was from the 80s.
So bad it's good?
No.
This sounds terrible.
So bad it's bad?
Oh, it looked real bad. It looked real bad.
We gotta watch it. We have to watch it.
Don't give her ideas, bro. Come on.
She's got till August to figure out her birthday week.
It's true.
I dread
It's
August
true.
now.
But
Oh, man.
I just thought it was really funny. I was like, Adam West in this campy, terrible. It's not even
Remember-
campy. It was just straight up bad.
John
80s.
Micklethor, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember when Adam West...
Like when he was all buff?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Well, Adam West is the king of camp. So
Yeah. Remember when he showed up in that space movie? What was it? The Mars?
Oh, and he died right away?
Yeah.
Robinson Crusoe on Mars.
Yes, Robinson Crusoe on Mars. Yeah.
Our previous retro rewatch
Yep.
episode.
Yeah. Adam West is everywhere with
Good
this.
times.
Yeah. Love it.
Now Burt Ward was actually on some type of sci-fi movie when he was older as well. I believe Red Letter Media reviewed it.
Let's check it out. All right, Kate, take it away.
All right. Over at stately Wayne Manor, Alfred answers the bat phone and tells Gordon he'll go get him. Gordon feels very lucky that Batman's at home and waits patiently. In the study, billionaire Bruce Wayne is hosting a meeting of the anti-crime organization and pledges full funding for anti-crime centers so no one else will ever have to see their parents brutally murdered in front of their eyes by dastardly criminals ever again. Alfred gives Bruce the message about the bat phone, and Bruce excuses himself, saying he's taken his young award Dick Grayson fishing. Bruce and Dick answer the bat phone and discover their old arch enemy, the Riddler, is on the loose. Holy barracuda, Batman. The dynamic duo hit the Shakespeare switch, revealing their assigned fireman poles to the secret Batcave beneath the manor, and access to the Batcave via bat poles is clearly labeled just in case anyone ever gets confused. Bruce and Dick emerge in the Batcave in their costumes and hop in the Batmobile. After powering on their atomic batteries and speeding up their turbines, they peel off to meet with Commissioner Gordon at police headquarters.
Oh my God, Kate, it just never felt more alive.
I love this shit.
secret entrance to the Batcave,
Which is clearly labeled.
Everything in this show is very clearly
Oh my
labeled.
God, the labels
And they have their own
slay
pole.
me.
Yes, they have their own pole. They can't slide down the same one because then
Can't do it.
Robin will be in a
They
Batman costume.
end up in the wrong uniforms.
Yeah,
yeah.
I love it. And Bruce Wayne is obviously Batman, and everybody's just like, that's fine.
I even love the trick labels.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's labeled, but then you put down the flap and it tricks you.
That'll
It's
fool
a
a Robin.
It's a new label.
Dude, Bruce Wayne has the best outfits in this episode. At one point, he's in a smoking jacket with an ascot.
Yes.
He's he almost looks like Hugh Hefner. He's got the silk pajamas on.
I love it, man. There's I don't know. I didn't used to appreciate this when I was younger. I thought it was stupid and dumb. And
I still think it's stupid.
now I'm just like, God, it's so fun.
It's fun.
I loved it.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's so goofy and campy, and you don't take it seriously. You just have a good time with it.
Yeah.
So I get it. I get it.
Goofy doesn't mean bad.
No.
Some people think goofy means bad. That's not what it means.
When I was a kid, I was enamored with Wayne Manor. I was like, I want to live there, man. That looks so cool.
You basically do.
Yeah, I mean,
You have your own bat cave now.
Yeah.
I don't have any fireman poles, though.
you wouldn't slide down a fireman pole anyway.
How do you know?
He'd be like,
I would though.
I'd be like Ray from
I
Ghostbusters.
can see that. He'd be like,
I'll stop there. All right, let's keep going.
All right. At Police HQ, Batman and Robin, well, mostly Robin, figure out the answer to the riddle. Why is an orange like a bell? Because they both must be peeled. Peeling a bell means to ring a bell, by the way.
yeah, I never heard that.
No, I've never heard that
Batman
either.
knows the Riddler leaves clues to his crimes, much like an artichoke. You have to strip away the spiny leaves to reach the heart. He and the boy wonder quickly deduce that the target must be the priceless art stored at the Peel Art Gallery, just the Riddler's meat. When the dynamic duo arrive at the art gallery, they're greeted by a pre-recorded riddle that calls them up on the Batmobile's bat phone. There are 3 men in a boat with 4 cigarettes and no matches. How do they manage to smoke? Thinking it's a distraction, Batman and Robin ignore the riddle and use their batarang to climb up to the second-story window, where they see the Riddler holding the art gallery manager at gunpoint. Batman quickly cuts the bars leading into the gallery's window, but uses his stick-on bat hook to harmlessly hang the bars on the wall for the sake of public safety. With the public now safe from falling bars, Batman and Robin crash into the art gallery and tackle the Riddler. As a duly deputized agent of the law, Batman attempts to arrest the Riddler, but surprise! The paparazzi jump out and photograph Batman manhandling the Riddler, who it turns out was not robbing the Peel Gallery, but was collecting an expensive exhibit he had loaned them. Turns out the Riddler's gun was secretly a harmless cigarette lighter, and all he was doing was offering to light the art gallery manager's cigarette. Robin instantly realizes the answer to the previous riddle was to toss a cigarette overboard to make the boat a cigarette lighter. Wah wah. Holy ashtray, Batman. You've been out-riddled. Now a new riddle. What is it no man wants to have, but no man wants to lose? The answer? A lawsuit. The Riddler's lawyers then show up and serve Batman a notice that he's being sued for $1 million for assault, slander, and false arrest. The Riddler has outsmarted the dynamic duo.
$1 million. It's not the money, Robin. It's the principle. Bruce Wayne is like $1 million. I shit that in the morning.
Right. Wake my ass with that every night.
Can we talk about this rope?
Can we talk about it? Please. Please, can we?
Hold on a second, Alex, while I pull out
My batarang rope.
bat rope and unfold it. And hold on a second. I got to undo all these ropes. I don't know where I had this rope
But
from.
then they actually like film him wrapping it back up after.
It's so good. It's just like, and then
Look
it's
at
like,
that shit. I love it.
oh, it's so
Love
good.
it.
Yeah.
That's classic, man.
It's like
How do they get the capes to stand up? Like, is somebody pulling them from behind?
Probably.
from wires.
Because they're on flat ground. And they're
Yeah.
acting
Oh, yeah.
like they're walking, and then somebody's just holding it, right?
What?
Yeah. They're on flat ground.
That was actually the first special effect I ever learned to do, because like when I was a kid watching this, I'd ask my parents, it's like, were they really climbing up the building? And they were like, no, they just turned the camera sideways.
Yeah.
And so me and my brothers would do that while our parents taped us, and we'd be like, oh wow, we're just like
We
Batman
need to do
and
that.
Robin.
We need to do that. Does he have a welder? He does. He has a
Yeah,
bat
he's-
welder.
Yeah.
So the utility belts in this show basically have everything.
Yeah.
Like they're Deus Ex Machina utility belts. So like anything you could possibly need at any given moment, they have.
and there's a label for every one of them.
Yep.
I didn't realize Robin had leggings on. I always thought he was just rocking the
You
Speedo.
saw he had purple legs.
I thought he had the Speedo on. Like, I've never actually paid attention, but he's got leggings. So
He's got leggings.
We know
it's a little less weird now.
when Batman and Robin go fishing, they do a lot of. They just when they
Trying
come up
on
with
each other's pantyhose.
He's got a hook there.
I love it.
Oh, God, I love
it
it.
so
We put on the
much.
stuff.
And then they're just like, fuck it, jump through the window.
Yeah, we're fine. Boom! Look at that.
Public safety.
Okay, so this is now that we've introduced the Riddler to this scenario. I just have to say, like, I never knew where the fuck Jim Carrey came up with his Riddler from.
Oh yeah,
I was like, where is he getting this nonsense? This is a bogus freaking Riddler, dude. What is going on right now? He's basically just doing the original Riddler, like the
Jim carried it
outfit.
up.
Jim carried it up. He's doing the, and it's really close to the Joker.
It's quite the contrast between this and the new Riddler in the Battinson.
Oh yeah, and he's like a gimp suit freaking
Serial
loner.
killer. Yeah, yeah. What do you like better? You like?
I like the
campy
more
fun,
serious.
or
No, I like the more serious
you like
take.
the Battinson take?
Yeah,
Because he doesn't understand comedy.
I don't. I really don't. I am laughing my ass off listening to Kadish read the synopsises though, because like you said, he's never been more
You're
alive.
shining, baby.
It's just the Riddler's meat. I like that the Riddler's master plan is to sue Batman. Serve them with like
He's
lawsuit
like,
papers.
you're gonna have to reveal your true identity. But like, I'm watching this going, well, aren't you too?
Yeah, really. I think it's funny that he's doing like an art deal while he's in costume as
And,
the
like,
Riddler.
When the Riddler runs away, he trashes the art gallery on his way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that Riddler.
Called a countersuit.
This guy's going ham though. Look at that.
It's gonna throw oatmeal on a painting and super glue his hand to the wall.
Oh, they're doing that in like France or some shit right now. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a whole movement. It's like an
It's an environmental movement
Yeah.
where they're like attacking Western art.
they go into art galleries and they deface the art and then glue
Well-
themselves to the wall
Unfortunately for them,
Because that saves the earth.
because that saves the earth. Exactly.
fortunately for the real world people, those paintings are all covered up with
Glass. Or they're not even the real
They're
one.
not even doing shit. They're just making asses out of themselves.
Yeah.
But that's real dastardly. They should all put like Riddler hats and stuff. And
We could Photoshop that.
Yeah, that would be funny.
All right, let's keep going.
Oatmeal splatters or something.
All right. Back at stately Wayne Manor, Bruce and Dick are licking their wounds from the Riddler's lawsuit, which will force Batman to reveal his true identity in court. However, Dick figures out there may be hidden messages within the lawsuit's paperwork. Down in the Batcave, Batman and Robin examine the law papers and discover secret writing on the document, revealing 2 new riddles. Robin once again does all the big brain work and figures out the answers. When is the time on a clock like the whistle of a train? When it's 2 to 2 or toot toot toot? What has neither flesh, bone, nor nail, yet has 4 fingers and a thumb? The answer? A glove. The riddles add up to an address, 222 Glover Avenue. Meanwhile, at the Riddler's underground subway tour room deep under Gotham City, his goons are playing cards while Molly gets down with her bad self, dancing and eating caviar out of a ginormous Costco-sized jar. The members of the Moleside mob start giving Molly shit about eating too many calories because no one wants a fat chick in the gang. After all, if Molly gets fat, she won't be able to get through the manholes anymore, and what use would she be then? The Riddler shows up just in time to stop all the fat shaming going on and tells his men that Batman has probably solved the clues by now, and it's time to move out. What foul trickery are the fiendish Riddler and his evil molehill mob up to now?
By the way, it gets worse for Molly.
Oh, poor Molly. She's so fucked. It's just unreal.
Put that spoon ball. I can't even fucking
Molly,
say
you fat bitch. Put the spoon down.
Don't eat another bowl of freaking caviar, you fat whore.
How dare you?
Now you have to slut shame her too?
Molly, go make me a sandwich, you dumb bitch.
Go fuck Batman.
Stop dancing by yourself.
She's like, I'm gonna work it off when you make me go fuck Batman later. Jeez, I got a carb load.
But how does she turn on Batman? You put her on Robin's outfit.
Oh, that's true, isn't it?
Get them all horned up.
I kind of want to take you fishing now, Molly.
Yeah, he's like, stop eating them fish eggs. There are too many calories.
They're eggs.
So funny.
The massive jar of caviar.
Oh my god, dude, it's huge. It's fucking
And it's very clearly labeled caviar.
caviar.
Well, you need to like relabel it and post Kirkland.
Caviar.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot missing from that jar. She probably had been eating a lot of caviar.
Oh, yeah.
It's like half gone.
Yeah, they were like, save some for us,
Jesus
Daddy.
Christ, Molly.
Yeah,
And she wasn't even putting them on crackers or anything. It was just like straight
Oh,
up
just
on the spoon.
spoonful, yeah.
just reusing the same spoon. That's for everyone. Gross.
Just like George.
Are you double dipping the
Just
caviar?
like George Costanza when he double dips.
Uh-huh.
Did you just double dip that chip? I'll dip however I want.
She's walking around with it like under one arm. She's like, this
Jesus
is my
God.
caviar. You guys get your own.
Riddler got it for me.
Yeah, we don't have Costco memberships.
Yeah, what's funny is like one of the parts of the Batman 66 formula is that every villain has like his gang, and then like the one girl who's like, you know, like his
simp?
squeeze.
His main
I
squeeze.
love their like wooden carts full of champagne too.
Look at
Like
that,
these guys are living. I
Oh,
want to be
yeah.
in this gang.
This guy looks like a soprano.
Yeah,
He's killed people for sure.
And she's redheaded.
I could be in this gang.
Well, you kind of are in our gang. You're in the gang.
You guys aren't mastermind criminals.
Well, Kadish might be.
Yeah.
I haven't decided how he makes money yet. All right.
I sell Vader's feet pics.
Jude, go get us some caviar.
I'm going to eat half of it before I get it home.
We're going to squeeze it between your toes.
I'd look at that, though.
Go get us some caviar so we can bring JT down here and try him out.
Twist with your toes.
And initiate him into the gang.
It's just a hazing.
It's a rite of passage, JT.
If you don't know, JT's in the studio today watching us, trying not to die laughing.
So they can see you. Just wait.
Where's Vader's shot? There he is.
There he is.
What's up, JT?
There he is.
All right, let's keep going.
All right. Batman and Robin drive up to the discotheque called What a Way to Go-Go. However, the boy wonder is underage and can't go inside, so he decides to watch the car and monitor Batman on the Batscope. After all, the law's the law. Inside the discotheque, the high society of Gotham is boogieing down. Batman's fans are all over him as he saunters to the bar where the Riddler's femme fatale, Molly, is eyeballing him. Batman is instantly drawn to the fat Molly, despite how fat she is, and orders himself an orange juice. After downing his juice, Batman is enticed to dance with Molly, and we get to see some amazing Bat-Tushi on the dance floor. But oh no, Batman's harmless non-alcoholic orange juice was spiked by a member of the Molehill Mob, and Batman becomes incapacitated. Before Robin can come to Batman's aid, the Riddler hits the boy wonder with a tranquilizer dart and knocks him out. The Molehill gang kidnaps Robin, but before Batman can go after them in the Batmobile, he's stopped by the police. Turns out the doped-up Batman is acting too drunk to drive, even as the bat signal hits the sky, alerting Gotham City that the police need him. But all Batman can do is drunkenly say, "Where have they got Robin?" Back in their subterranean lair, the Molehill Mob strap Robin down to a gurney, and it looks as though the Riddler has some evil medical procedure he plans on performing on the boy wonder. As the Riddler maniacally puts Robin's head into a vice and tightens it, we're asked, will Robin escape? Can Batman find him in time? Is this the ghastly end of our dynamic duo? Answers will be after the break. Same salty time, same salty channel.
Okay, I got a lot to say.
I have one more question. Why don't they take his mask off?
Can't do that.
Can't do that. No. It's episode
I
1.
fucking love what everyone is wearing at the discotheque.
I love what Adam West is wearing.
Dresses with the fringe.
Oh,
Hell
yeah.
yes. The dance moves, Molly's outfit, even though she's so hefty.
She freaking.
I love Molly.
I'm really confused here. What the fuck is he doing? Okay, so he shows up, right? He pulls up and he's like, let's go into the club, Robin. And the guy's like, whoa, Mr. Batman. He's underage. And he's like, it's the law, Robin. Like that shit cracked me up. And then he goes in and proceeds to order a drink. Just orange juice, please. And then
because it's good for you.
And then the bartender's like, here's your special Batman orange juice. Like, wink. And I'm like, don't fucking drink it, bro. And then he downs it in one shot.
As soon as he ordered it, I was like, that's probably a mistake.
Yeah, that's probably a bad idea.
I like how the club manager comes up to him and he's like, I don't mean to make a scene. I'm going to be very incognito.
I could watch Batman dancing on a loop.
Let's do it.
The Bat-Tusi.
I think you can. There's probably a GIF.
So you know, John Travolta's dance in Pulp Fiction was based off of that.
Are you serious?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
For sure.
Okay.
You didn't pick that up? Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that thing where you do the eye, that's called the Batman.
But that's a dance, though.
Yeah.
That was before this, wasn't it?
Nope.
It had to be.
Nope. No.
I don't believe Kate.
I don't believe that either. Because
You can fact check me on that.
Uma
one.
Thurman did it too.
No. Uma Thurman was doing like the full hand, but like the two fingers.
The 2 finger thing.
That was a dance.
No, that's Batman. It's like his ears.
Fact check us on that one, guys. Comment below.
It's called the Bat-Tusi.
Okay.
All right.
Which comes from the Watusi.
Is it real? He just Googled it?
Jamie
just Googled it. Kadish is right. What the fuck?
Yeah. John Travolta based his dance in Pulp Fiction off of that.
Wow. No idea.
That's good stuff.
Robin gets shanked in the arm with a freaking spear.
Curse you, Riddler.
Oh, curse you. No, I can't.
I like all the Batman groupies he has to walk through. Like the cigarette girl. She's like, oh, Batman.
And the cocktail server's just wearing a French maid outfit.
I dig it. This whole scene is ridiculous.
Amazing. That's my favorite
You
scene.
just kind of.
Oh, it's the best part of the show, for sure.
The only way to watch this show is to just dive in head first and just
Own it.
enjoy it and own it. Yeah.
This is the
Otherwise, you'll go crazy.
Yeah. This is also the scene with the mixed up labels. So
Yeah.
The trick label?
The trick label,
Yes.
right? So the ignition button, you actually you flip it up.
No, it's the
anti-theft button.
But if you put the other label down, it says ignition.
Yeah.
So that way, anyone trying to steal the Batmobile gets anti-theft.
Yeah. And what's the anti-theft?
Fireworks.
Fireworks out the ass.
It's like a smoke bomb.
It's like, oh no, they found me. I have to run. It's just so goofy. I love it. It's amazing.
Amazing.
That Batmobile's dope though.
It really is.
I just like how, like, when Batman's trying to go after Robin, the cop's like, "Whoa, Batman, you've had one too many." And he's like, "You're right, officer. Here's the key.
Here's the keys to the Batmobile. I'm too drunk to
I'm
drive."
gonna go sleep it off.
How embarrassing.
How is he still allowed to fight crime?
He's a duly deputized member of the law.
I
He's
suppose.
always on duty.
I suppose. Man, what an episode. So the cliffhanger.
Yep.
If you guys want access to the exciting conclusion, head over to saltynerdclub.com and sign up to become a club member. It's only $5 a month. You guys get exclusive access to 4 to 5 podcasts every single month where we do retro sci-fi stuff. Like we're doing Batman right now. We're also doing The Twilight Zone, and we've done Doctor Who. We've done Stargate Atlantis. We've done the original Star Trek, all kinds of really fun stuff. So head over there, join our club membership. It's a great place to be, great place to hang out with fellow nerds, talk about classic sci-fi. All right, guys, let's get the heck out of here. Matt Vader, where can they find you on the socials, bud?
You can find me at Matt Vader 74 on all the socials, and every Saturday morning right here on this channel with Mr. Kadish over there as we do our Salty Saturday morning show.
All right. Jude.
You can find me at I am Jude Juju on the socials, and you can follow us on Facebook at saltynerdgroup.com.
Right on. Kadish, take it away.
Can find me at Matthew Kadish, Kadish on Twitter and Truth Social. Be sure to hit me up and tell me how much you like Batman. And if you guys are listening to us on Apple Podcasts, please be sure to leave us a 5-star rating. That really helps us out. We're trying to get 200 of those ratings so we can be officially accredited as movie reviewers on Rotten Tomatoes.
All right. And if you do decide to join up in the saltynerdclub.com, make sure you jump into the Discord. You guys get special access with a special chat, and you get to join our club members only area where we do a lot of fun stuff. We hang out with those guys all the time. So make sure to take advantage of that as well. We'll see you guys on the flip side. Patrons, let's find out what happens to Robin.